Namaste. Today's video, I'll be discussing self-love. I find it that a lot of us are struggling with, getting back to self, getting back to that person who we once were, fearless, selfless and egoless. For me, I've been practicing getting back to self and finding my self love for many, many, many years, and I'm pretty sure many years to come. For me, I believe and I look at getting back to self and self love as just a work in progress, an ongoing work in progress, just like anything else that you are to practice, or just like anything else that you are wanting to master in. So there are some of us that think that we have gotten back to self, but in all actuality, we haven't. We're still stuck in our own same ways. We're still doing things that aren't within passion. We're still doing things that aren't within love. And that's not self. That's not mastering self. That's not getting back to self. And then there's others who don't even care to get back to self. They just go on, with their daily, everyday routines within the matrix, and they think, they're living their lives, but they're only living their lives for the matrix, for Babylon. They're coming home every day, not working on themselves. And that used to be me. And then there's you. The ones who are trying to get back to self, who want to get back to self, who are seeking within and without of self. And that's where you are supposed to be, right in this very present moment. Within every aspect of your life, within every journey, within any obstacle, within any path, you always, always, always need to begin and start with self. Everything starts within self. If you start from any other aspect of your life, it's not going to work out. You have to be 100 within self so that you can be 100 within anything else that you do. And I know that it can be, somewhat, or I know that it can be difficult, practicing getting back to self. But it's something that's needed to be done. It's something that has to be done so that you can achieve your most highest goals, your most highest achievements. Getting back to self is one of the most difficultest things that you can ever come to accomplish, but it's something that can be done. I know a lot of us, struggle with, many hardships within our lives that, detach us away from self. Like financial hardship, relationship hardship, self hardship, friendship hardship. And if you all put all of those aspects together, it all has to do with in self and without of self. So that's like why I said earlier, anything that you do, anything that you want to begin, you always need to start with self. You always need to make sure that self is okay first before anyone or anything else is, if that makes sense. So if you're going through, negative hardships, negative emotional ruts, negative relationships, negative friendships, that's okay. Just spend at least, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, it doesn't matter. Do something that you love to do. And I say, do something that you love to do things in passion, do things in love, because that's what will help you to get back to self. Things that self loves to do, things that bring joy to your heart, things that, bring happiness and comfort to, your being, those things that you partake in will help you or are helping you get back to self. Even reciting, your daily mantras. If you don't have daily mantras, I suggest that, you create some daily mantras, or, you research some up online, and you repeat those daily mantras to yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Daily mantras, affirmations like I am beautiful, I am strength, I am self-love. So by repeating these words, these sentences, these mantras, these affirmations, they help raise our being's frequencies. They help us to just vibrate higher. They help us to truly get back to self. They help us to just feel self. To not only get back, but to truly feel. Self-love is also not only just about yourself, ourselves, myself, himself, herself. It's about all of us as one. Self-love, we have to detach away from our egotistic ways and become more immersed within spirit. A lot of us tend to, make these assumptions up in our heads of, oh, she's doing this because of that, or she's so pretty, I'm so ugly, or he's so hot and I'm just so blah. And that's just putting a whole bunch of miscombobulational thoughts within our heads, to which detaches us away from self, to which brings doubt within our very own being. And doubt is somewhat fear, and fear is just an illusion, to which we must learn to detach away from. The number one aspect as into why we cannot truly get back to self, the number one thing that is holding us back from getting back to self is just simply fear in itself, to which is an illusion. So getting back to self is nothing easy. It's nothing simple. It's nothing that can be done overnight, within a week, within a month, or even within a year. So don't ever let anyone, come off to you as if getting back to self or finding that true self-love is something so simple to find, because it's not. But it's something that can be done, and it's something that needs to be done. So always, always, always live in passion and live in love. Get back to self and get back to nature. Nature is the number one healing, the number one answer to getting back to self. So thank you guys for tuning in. One love. Namaste.